Just how advanced were the ancient Egyptians? We all learned about ancient Egypt back when we were kids in junior high, but it turns out that there were many fascinating details left out of the curriculum that most people are just not aware of. And I've discussed many of these bizarre facts in prior videos, including that out of the countless thousands of hieroglyphs and petroglyphs in Egypt, not one single one of them depicts anything even remotely close to a pyramid. Which is weird. In fact, the pyramids are so mysterious for the simple fact that the Egyptians left us with absolutely no explanation whatsoever as to how they constructed the pyramids, and that is indeed still a mystery. All we have today are theories and guesswork. We were also taught that the pyramids were built for the purpose of being tombs for the pharaohs. Yet not one single pyramid on the Giza Plateau was ever found with a mummy inside of it. True story, Google it. It's just another interesting fact that most people are surprised when they hear for the first time. And with these interesting facts comes what is undoubtedly the most hotly debated and controversial topic amongst ancient history enthusiasts, which is just how advanced were the ancient Egyptians? Did they possess some type of lost ancient advanced technology that helped them cut, carve, move, and place millions of stone blocks? Or was it just a matter of sheer labor by a bunch of guys wearing towels for clothing? But that is not what this video is about. Instead of us debating about a lost ancient technology, let's shift our focus and discuss the potential of lost advanced knowledge that just shouldn't be possible based on everything we thought we knew about the dynastic Egyptians. And this is why I am going to Egypt next month for the first time ever. That's right, I am going for 15 days on a tour, and I'm going to all the notable sites, and I couldn't be more excited. This includes 5 special access permission sites, including 2 hours alone inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, as well as I'm even going down into the enigmatic Osiris Shaft, which is 3 levels down, 100 feet down into the limestone bedrock on the Giza Plateau. I'm going to a number of places, nearly 24 actually, and I'll be sharing more details about that later in this video. But on the trip, I will be taking countless HD photos and 4K videos that I will be able to bring back and share with all of you so we can further explore the mysteries of ancient Egypt. But first, let me get back to the topic of this video. I was browsing through social media not long ago, and I came across a very interesting post by a man named heiroglyph, who is a researcher who trained directly under the late and legendary John Anthony West. And what I saw caught me by surprise, as it's something that I had never seen or heard of before. I of course was familiar with the Egyptian god Min, who was the god of fertility, which it isn't hard to understand why, well, for obvious reasons and no pun intended. But I had previously seen different depictions of Min in various stonework found throughout ancient Egypt, including even small statue figurines which, let's be honest, stand out from other various Egyptian statues that are far more commonly seen. But heiroglyph's post, which shows a very unique depiction of Min that is different than any other. Look at this and think for yourself. What does this appear to show? It seems to me that that is a sperm cell. It is depicted in the middle of a stream that is coming out of an erection from Min, who again was the Egyptian god of fertility. So if you ask me, it couldn't be any more obvious that this is indeed a sperm cell, which just shouldn't be possible for the Egyptians to have known when this was carved in stone some 2,500 years ago. I mean, is this not depicting a sperm cell? And why on earth had I never seen or heard of this before, as again, none of the other depictions of Min show this unique and specific characteristic? Have any of you seen or heard of this before? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment, but let's be clear. According to modern historians and the scientific community, sperm cells were not discovered until the 1600s. In fact, the microscope itself was not discovered or invented, until the late 1500s and early 1600s. Yet somehow, the Egyptians were apparently depicting microscopic cellular biology thousands of years ago. Cells are, of course, the building blocks of life, and based on what I'm seeing here, the Egyptians knew that. Yet, this is not supposed to be possible, yet it's been hiding in plain sight for all to see for thousands of years. Again, look at this and think for yourself, and then consider that you need a microscope of a couple hundred times magnification to see just one individual sperm cell, at least to the point where you can make out its shape and nature. Even at 40 times magnification, it just isn't enough to make out the characteristics. So again, I ask, how is this possible? And although I will say that microscopes are not necessarily advanced technology, I mean, they did exist a few hundred years ago, but I would argue that the very thought process going into wanting to study something on a cellular level is indeed advanced thinking at the minimum. Because again, what we were taught in school about the Egyptians does not correlate with this. I mean, again, they're supposed to be wearing towels and moving stone blocks for a living, right? But the study of something on a cellular level, cellular biology, is something else. I'm very curious to see what other explanations people have regarding this. I'm sure some will just naysay it away. It will be interesting to see what the deniers say about it, but at a minimum, it is a fun and thought-provoking conversation. And I mean, this is YouTube, so I can't wait to see the comment section. I mean, I can see it already. Oh yeah, I'm related to this guy, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, come on. This is combining the topic of lost ancient technology or knowledge with large male, don't let us down, internet. Come on, this is potential to be gold. But in all seriousness, this depiction is significant. How could they possibly have known this unless they were more advanced than what we were taught in school? And this has been the argument on my channel this whole time, which is that clearly when you study all the nuanced details of the pyramid and other various aspects and things, sites found in ancient Egypt, it doesn't compute. It doesn't add up to the mainstream narrative, which, by the way, is far different than even the narrative that the local Egyptians are taught and have been told about for thousands of years, which is why I am going on a tour group with the study of chematology, which is the people that were known to have lived in Egypt before the ancient Egyptians. Most people are not aware that the locals within Egypt have their own set of beliefs, and it wasn't until just a few hundred years ago that outsiders invaded and came up with their own theories. Most people aren't aware of that either. But again, I am not an expert, which is why I'm going to Egypt finally to learn and explore the mysteries of these ancient sites and see it with my own eyes, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm going with Ben from the awesome YouTube channel Uncharted X. If you're not already following him, go to his channel right now and hit the subscribe button. His videos are absolutely fantastic. His video editing abilities are next level, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you see his material and work on Netflix someday. And he's been to Egypt 4 times already. This will be his 5th visit. And he has toured with Brian Forrester and Graham Hancock personally, and he is a wealth of knowledge, so I couldn't be more excited to go with him. And George Howard is also coming on the trip. He's one of the scientists that brought the initial evidence involving the Younger Dryas climate catastrophe involving the Carolina Bays. Look him up. I couldn't be more excited to meet him and chat it up because he is a wealth of knowledge. And from what I understand, he inspired even some of Graham Hancock's work directly. But like I said, I'm very excited. I even got my Indiana Jones hat and everything, and yeah, let's try that on. This bad boy is absolutely coming to Egypt. I am frickin' taking a selfie in front of the Great Pyramid with this bad boy on. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, go and follow me there because I actually announced this trip a few weeks ago. And I'm going to be vlogging pretty much every day on the trip and just keeping you guys informed at various sites and keeping you guys posted along the way. But more details about this trip. 30 people, all the spots have filled up, which is awesome. But a few people have had to cancel, it looks like, and a few others might have to as well, because it's 2020. It's a crazy year for traveling, obviously. So if you're interested in going, it's first come, first served basis as far as signing up and making your deposit. So, if you're watching this and you have a desire to go to Egypt from November 28th through December 12th and seeing these sites with me, Ben, and others in person, look it up. Go to chematology.com. I'll put a link in the description, and you can also go to Ben's website, unchartedx.com, for more details about the trip itself. But it's 15 days. It includes a 4-night Nile cruise, river cruise, which is going to be awesome. Apparently that's a highlight for a lot of people that have gone to Egypt before. It's all 5-star hotels, 5-star food, and it's going to be, good food, cocktails, and conspiracy conjecture at night. Should be a really good time. And one thing, obviously it's a 2-week trip, so it's not cheap, especially with everything being luxurious, but it does include amazing things such as The Osiris shaft, that in itself is a $2,000 fee. And that's if you can even get permission to go in, and then they take $2,000. And so going as a group, you're able to divide it up and get more bang for, out of it. Same thing with 2 hours alone in the Great Pyramid. And we're even going down onto the grounds of the Assyrian itself, Abu Rawash, Abu Asir, and I think it's 5 or 6 special access place. So it's awesome, and I couldn't be more excited. What else is there? Oh, here's another big reason why I'm so excited to be going. Even though it's a crazy year for traveling, the opportunity here is huge because tourism in Egypt is dead. Many of these sites are completely empty right now. No one's there. So there has never been a better time to see and document these sites on camera, because usually if you've seen anything in Egypt involving video and pictures, it's just people everywhere. It's kind of like Disneyland, people from all over the world, but not right now. So that's one of the things that I'm very excited about, is being able to document this stuff and share with everybody, with you, when I come home. But anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I have 2 other videos coming before I go on my departure. This video is going to be a lot longer, but I'm using a new video editing software, and it's a pain to make a long video with something new. So look forward to that. I have a couple good ones coming. And then I'll be vlogging daily on Instagram while I'm on my trip. So again, go follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Go follow Ben at Uncharted X. And I'll leave it at that. I'm Jimmy, my channel is called Bright Insight. Hit the like button and subscribe, and leave a comment. Share what your thoughts are on everything discussed in this. I mean, is this a sperm cell or not? If you don't think it is, share what you think it is. But I'm telling you, if there's anything, guys, the ancient Egyptians are far more mysterious than most people realize. There's so many unanswered questions involving how they did everything and what they knew. And if you ask me, this is evidence that at a minimum, they were more advanced than what we were taught in school. So it's a foundation for people to start exploring and opening their minds to what else is possible involving our ancient past. But I'll leave it at that. You guys take care, and have another video coming soon. Bye, everyone.